ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. Right, it is Thursday. It was blowing a gale this morning, but it's sort of calming down. Blue skies, slight fluffy clouds. Great day to be in the kitchen. So, of course, today we have had technical difficulties, but hopefully, we dealt with them early enough. Yes, we had an OBS update to do and a couple of other bits and bobs. We had the internet drop out on us already, so that's good. Hopefully that's gotten it out of its system. And I was just like sitting here, standing here, looking at everything, making sure I had everything right at the end, and I was like, oh my god, I haven't got a coffee. Got everything else, I just don't have a coffee. Alright, here we go. Whoops. No, you can still only catch me in live channels. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. Everything else says that I'm in a live channel right now, except PCG. One more go. Nope. Oh well. Just doesn't recognize me as being alive. Boo. Boo. Alright, so today we are going down the path of spinach and ricotta rolls. I think I was saying something different the other day. But yes, spinach and ricotta rolls. We're not actually using the stove today, so instead this is going to be that is going to be ingredient cam. So they're the ingredients that we've got for the day. So yeah, that's what we're going to be up to today. It's probably not going to be a long stream, but we'll get these made and we'll see how long it takes us. Alright, so there's a couple of things I'd like to change. I actually went to the shops the other day. I took the battery out of the weighing machine, out of the scales, and I did something with the dark side. No, I went shopping and there was nothing. I completely forgot, nothing in my brain, completely forgot to actually look for the scales. So hopefully today they'll work for us again. We'll see. And then this afternoon when I go do more shopping, this was good though. We didn't have to pay a lot of money for this shop because after this shop I had $7 left in my account. I'm rich. It's one good thing vegetarian food is good for, is most of the time it's reasonably cheap. So probably do more vegetarian meals when I'm broke. I should probably do that. But anyway, so obviously not vegan. We're using pastry, we're using eggs, and we're using cheese. So depends how thingy you are. I haven't actually looked at the ricotta. I don't know if it's made with I wouldn't even know where to look to see if it's made with rennet. Well, it's not in the ingredients, so I guess I'd have to go find it somewhere else. No, I don't know. I just work here. See, there you go. And there it is. Escaping. Damn you, Escapi. Alright, what are we at? We're at 10 minutes in, so I don't know. Alright, let's get this underway. So we're starting spinach, technically spinach is spinach, but I am a fan of, I'm still not that much of a fan of big spinach. So, it's like Big Farmer. No, just kidding. Okay, so I'm not a massive fan of big spinach, but baby spinach, on the other hand, I quite enjoy. So, what we're going to do is, these recipes call for spinach, but for the most part, I just use baby spinach because I prefer the taste. So, alright, we've got 2 bags of spinach, which gives us 240 grams of it. We're going to rinse it, shake it out, chop it up, and get it ready to go in. I don't know what bowl I'm going to mix all this in. I think, well, I hope that this bowl is going to be big enough. We will see. Alright, where to put it? There it is. Hey-ya! That's not the knife I want. That's the knife I want. Alright, so I'm going to rough chop all of this up. I want it, I'll probably end up doing it a bit finer than I might normally for a rough chop, because we do want it to spread through the entire thing. But I think that taking bites and such of the sausage roll, what we don't want is, we don't want to, if we can avoid it, like take a bite and then a whole heap of the spinach just falls out because you've pulled it out because I've left too big a chunk in it. Does that make sense to people? Hopefully. Makes sense to me. So, gonna get these down. Dun, 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 dun. Now, that said, I don't want to like squish it up into mush either. So it's finding that sort of halfway point between the two. And I'm thinking that's about right, you know. Slightly smaller than the size of my glasses. There's a few bigger bits in there.
Bro, I can't.
There are a few bits in there, but that should be fine. So we're going to throw that in the bowl, and then we're going to go do the other lot. Now, you can hear me scratching the board with the knife right now, using the back of it. Most of the time when I do that, I just use the back of the knife because we can. Speaking of knives, there is a project that's on, not quite the back burner, but probably in the medium burner in the blacksmithing shop, where we're going to make a knife based on a German Messer, which is a kind of sword that when they weren't allowed to have swords, they had long knives called Messers. So there is a kitchen knife variant of this, and the idea is that we make kitchen knife Messers, which is going to be a bit of fun if we make that. So we probably will. I don't know how soon it will be, but if we do, Messers by Ulrich in your kitchen knives. That could be a fun bit of merch, right? Messers by Ulrich. Ulrich makes a messer. Makes a mess. Okay. I'll do slightly less this time. I see you there. Yeah, it kind of looks small enough, doesn't it? Kind of. I do like that we can still see the green on green. Unlike the white chopping boards that you just can't see anything on. I have enjoyed buying these. I'm going to have to get the rest of them though. I'm getting a chopping board fetish, who knew? Oh wait, anyone who watches the channel. Alright. Now, if you're using spinach, squeezing out the spinach can be a thing, like getting all of the fluid out of it, because they can be rather full of liquid. These wee beasties I'm not too worried about. You could probably squeeze these till the cows come home and not get a lot of fluid out of it. But also, if you are squeezing it out, don't just put the juice that you're squeezing out down the drain. Give it a go, because it's actually really healthy for you. I'm not a fan of the flavor. I'm not a fan of the flavor of spinach. But for those who are, remember that the liquid is good for you. Now, this we are cutting a bit fine, well, a lot finer than we did the kale when we did the kale cannelloni. And we're chopping it probably a little less fine than what we chopped it for when we did the spinach and ricotta cannelloni. So we'll see what that does. Hopefully all right, there we go. Ta-da! Alright, that seems to be fitting in quite nicely so far. Now we start on the other ingredients. So we want 400 grams of a firm ricotta. Now, this I wasn't sure about last night when I bought it, because I've never used this sort of ricotta before that I remember. So, but you can see that, through the shakes, that is quite firm. We've got the lid there to catch it. But that's quite firm. That's not going anywhere. So that's what we want. Now, we want 400 grams of it. Come on. No, we've killed it. I was hoping it might work again, just... No, nothing. We ain't found nothing. Unless I put the battery in upside down, which is entirely plausible. Hang on a minute. Let's see if we can find out. Nope. I put it in the right way up. Boo. Doesn't even. All right. So we're changing the recipe a little bit. Looks like. So the recipe calls for 400 grams, and this is 500. So we're going to have a little bit of extra mix. Oh well. Yeah, that really doesn't want to come out. Oh, there we go. Woot! Ricotta! And lick the bowl. Alright, let's see if we got one of these. What's happening to music? Nothing. Alright. Wild Shinks. Do we have one of them? I do. Nice. Continue licking the bowl. And thus, the name of the show. Right, what else have we got? 3/4 of a cup of grated Parmesan. It's 3/4 of a cup. And that is not enough. We're keeping that. Actually, that can go in the dishwasher. More Parmesan. See, it doesn't have the indents in the skin thing. So while it is Parmesan, it is not Parmesan from the Parmesan region. And yes, that's the thing. What am I looking for? Whatever I'm looking for, it's not in the oven. I'm looking for a grater. We need to get it dry. Getting it dry. I know it's the white, one of the white ones. I apologize in advance. Oops. Cheese going everywhere. Alright, wet cheese. Ah, that's okay. Is kind of what I wanted to avoid, but oh well. Bit more. Yep, alright, that's good. Three-quarters of a cup of Parmesan. Oh, upside down, Miss Jane. Alright, let's see if I can get this wrap to re-wrap. No. If I am doing it, I'm doing it wrong. So, alright, get rid of that. And we get some other stuff. Oh, that is not good. Okay. And we're done with that. Yeah. Okay, what's next? I love this, putting things away when you're done with them. Okay, 1.5 cups of Gruyere. I'm really liking the amount I'm using Gruyere these days. Where have I put the scissors? Ah, there they are. Found them. Everyone can stop looking now. Alright, my little Gruyere. Le Gruyere. So, 3/4 and 3/4 is 1.5, right? And I've got a feeling that that is going to be all of this cheese. So if it is, we might just go 150 grams Gruyere and call it at that. Gruyere is some seriously stinky cheese. And not overly pleasantly stinky. But the taste, the taste of Gruyere is very, very nice. Right, that's about right, so throw that in. Here's the first half. Alright, so maybe not. Not quite. Alright, that's good. Swish that around. Right, so we used maybe 2/3 of that, 2/3 of a 150 gram packet. That's not too bad. Just gonna wrap that. Then get a rubber band. And we're gonna rubber band that closed. Haha. Okay. What else do we need? We are going to need that again. An egg. We need an egg. Okay, first egg. Whoops. First egg in. Cloves of garlic. What is a large clove? Right, we're going to need the mezzaluna for this one. That's on the back burner for the shop. Making myself one of those. So again, garlic. Guess what I'm doing? I'm approximating what I think a large bulb is. And then maybe adding a bit. But come on, you can't say anyone is particularly surprised that I'm doing that. I'm making a right mess today. But that's okay. Alright. Go, mezzaluna! It's another one of those words that I just like saying. Now it does say crushed garlic, and you can get garlic crushers. I just don't have one. reckon that looks good. Garlic largeness. Right. What else we got? Nutmeg. Open. Okay. Now it says a pinch of nutmeg. So, best guess what you think a pinch is. Pinch. There we go, we have pinched the nutmeg. Then salt and pepper. Ta-da! All right, now we mix that together. What am I going to use? Which tool am I going to use to mix this? I'm going to use that spoon. We'll see how far that gets us as we combine everything together. Yeah, this ricotta is nice and firm. It's certainly not going anywhere. It's not breaking up very much. I mean, it will as we stir, which is fine. But yeah, so I was a bit worried because if you use the ricotta that's too fluidy, then it's just going to melt through everything. It's not going to cook well. It's going to, fall out the sides and the ends and everything else. So, looks like this is going well. Yeah, you can see that okay, hopefully. And just we get it all nicely mixed. You can definitely see the parts that aren't mixed properly yet as you're mixing it. Just like as everything becomes mixed, you're losing all the other ingredients as you go. They just disappear literally into the fold. And then, because yeah, I cannot see any other cheeses. Oh, there's a bit of nutmeg, so that means that's not mixed in quite properly. But everything else is just turning that sort of, I don't know if you can see it. You can see it's just turning into that white and green of the ricotta and the spinach. So, there we go. Nice, look at that. Alright, that looks nice to me. That looks nicely mixed. So we're going to call that mixed. And we're going to put that up there for just a minute. Tastes good. Okay, so it fell on the floor. Now we need to clean our countertop. How you doing, Rach? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. How you doing this fine Thursday? Alright, we are taking out our butter puff pastry. And because we're going to be laying them out on the counter, I'm going to give the counter a good wipe down, because we made one heck of a mess. Good thanks, the tax lady just left, so that's another job done. Yay, job's done. Excellent. I'm not doing too badly. The being upright is not helping a lot, but otherwise doing okay. I'm definitely looking forward to these spinach and ricotta rolls. But yes, we now have the pastries out and thawing. I probably could have taken it out a little bit earlier. That's right, I just get to hang out with you guys. All right, clean. Look at it, shiny. So, these sheets come in packets of 3, and fortunately we need 3. So we're going to be using the whole packet today. Which is always nice. Okay, so let's run our little risk. Nope, does not want to come apart. Oh, there it goes. And ka-chunk. There's the first one. Sheet number 1. So, if you're not seeing what I'm doing, basically what I'm doing is I'm finding out where the sheets are, and then I'm sliding the knife in between one of the pieces of pastry and one of the sheets, just really gently, and then moving the knife along it from end to end, and this just puts that wafer thin into it, and eventually it literally just falls apart. Then we put it plastic side down, deal with the rubbish, and we begin letting it thaw. Doesn't always work. All right, especially that won't work. Especially if you really force the knife in. If you split it apart too fast, it'll just crack and break and just fall apart all over the place. But that is a little trick to separating sheets out that I use. I don't know if anyone else uses it. Obviously, if you're gonna let them thaw to the point where they're thawing, hey, look at that, hair's parting. If you're gonna just thaw it, then yeah, you can literally just peel it off one thing at a time. I tend to like working with slightly colder pastry, so it's not completely thawed yet. Because while it is a bit stiffer to use, it's a bit stiffer to use. That's the duality of it. You got to be a bit more careful of it because the likelihood to crack it will enhance. So if you start using it while it's a bit too frozen, then they'll crack. I find that if you let them thaw out too much, then they're sticky and gooey and don't really go where you want them to go, and usually let them thaw a little and peel. I always seem to crack the dough if I don't give it a few minutes. Yeah, fair. And that's perfectly legitimate as well, doing it that way. Ugh. I'm looking at that spinach and ricotta mix. It's looking good. Thing is, we're gonna have to divide it into 6. I know, 6, right? It's not like I can go 2, 2, 2, 2. No. 3s. Tiger, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. You've been lurking. Work is a big poop show today. Fair. I am well, Tiger. I am well. There you go. There's the filling to go in. I'm mostly good. I can feel the sweats coming on from being upright so long. I'm very excited you're making these. I really want to give them a go. See, there it is, Tiger. Now I'm really going to have to, when I put this up, I'm really going to have to get these recipes going so that you can do them too. Right. Oh, we should make a note on the Riccotta, because who knew we make notes. And we used 500 grams of firm ricotta. So we've used 10 grams less of baby spinach because the packet says 250, but the packets are 140. Or did we use more? Wait. No, the packets are 120. Yes, 120. Can't even math, I tell you. So yeah, 120 each for a packet. So we put 240 grams instead of 250. And the ricotta came in a 500 gram tub. So we used 400. We used the 500 instead of 400. So slight variations, but looking at that mix, it hasn't hurt it at all. Doing those. You can use any sort of shredded cheese you like. We chose Gruyere because I like Gruyere, but cheddar, tasty, pepper jack, whatever you'd like. I reckon it'd be really tasty with pepper jack. It'd give that extra peppery kick to it. But that said, you can still achieve that by putting more pepper in when you're just grinding in the peppers. So up to you. So yeah. So for the rolls, what we're actually doing with this is, once these are thawed a bit, yeah, look at that. See, they're starting to get pliable, so that's nice. Doesn't take very long. We're going to cut these in half. Oh, we need to beat an egg. We're going to cut them in half. We're going to take the mix, divide it into 6, wrap it into sausage rolls, and we're off. But first, we need to baste the eggs, so we need a whisked egg. Pepper would be great. Tiger, is this the recipe I posted or a different one altogether? Yes. I think it may be a different one. If it is a different one, I'll have to make yours. Mainly because I was racking my brain trying to think of what it was you had suggested, and I was just in the middle of something yesterday and it popped into my brain. I'm like, that's what Tiger said. I'll look it up and it's like, I'll use that recipe, that sounds cool. You just found a random one online, but you're keen to try any version. Ah, fair enough then. Alright, I feel less bad. So we're just giving that egg a little whisk. Oh, I don't know if you heard that, but I just got the metal on glass scraping sound. Not the best sound in the world. Really isn't the best sound in the world. Right, so this is starting to get to a point where we can bend it without it being too much of a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it in approximate half, thusly. That was not half. Anyway, I may regret this. But I'm going to try and get this as even as I can in sixes. I'm going to try putting glumps of all of it all at once on the, and I can already see why this might go wrong. A more lull. All right, let's see if we've got a more lull. I do. Nice. Because spreading it out and rolling it up. Anyway. Ah! Here we go. Let's start with, that's probably a bit much in that first one, but we'll see. That's probably a little more than half of the ingredients we got. That's not enough. You know what? I don't think we did too bad on that. Alright. We get to lick the bowl later. Alright. Come on. I think I'm going to put that. Alright, messy hands. Here we go. Getting the hands messy. Crap. And this is what I mean about it going, if it gets too soft, it gets, alright, take a bit out of you, throw you down there. Oh, my left hand is shaking like a demon right now. God, I wish it had stopped that. Anyway. Yeah, I know, right, Tiger? They really do look good already. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, I'm trying to just maximize this, get them all as even as I can, but I think we can take a little bit out of that one. Oh, maybe too much. I'm certainly getting the goo factor, you know, getting it all over my fingers and such. This ricotta is really sticky. Kind of like that, because that means that I know that it's really not going to get out of hand. Alright, good enough. Oh no, now I have all this mixture on my fingers. Whatever shall I do? Haha. No, not quite. I'm not quite gonna do all of that. Alright, so alright, how much should I get in my beard? None. Right. Now, get my little egg brush. Sorry if you can't see this too well. I'll try and do the last one a bit better in the middle of the screen. But so I'm just basting that down the side so that it will hopefully turn it into a little bit of glue as we get it on there. All right. Now, going to put a little bit of olive oil on the tray. Then I'm going to realize there is no paper towel in the kitchen. Thank God there is another roll. And we're going to rub that on there. All right. Now I'm going to cut these into, let's go 3s. That was a little bit off. And then we're going to put them in the baking tray with the seam down. All right. Now this one gets a bit easier. Theoretically. Alright. Egg wash, part 1. Well, egg glue. This is egg glue, this part. Okay. See, now that's really starting to stick to the plastic, but that's okay. That's better. Alright. Well, they are certainly all over the shop. Okay. I can see if you did this enough that you'd just go, yeah, that half, yep, this much. Because you'd just be so used to how much filling to put in each one and all that. So it would be, I think at that point it would be somewhat easier to make them. Egg glue. I think we were actually going to run out of baking tray. I didn't think that would happen, but here we go. Oop. Go back in there. So we're all fun and different lengths because party sized. Right, so it looks like we're going to get one more out of this. We're going to need another baking tray at some point. This is going to be food for a while. So I reckon you could do these, that you then reheat them and do them for lunch and all that sort of good stuff. Ooh. There was some definite chop noise there of the spinach. I'm wondering if that means I maybe left some of it a bit big. Alright, so we're going to need another. We need to get rid of that. Just going to use that one. I was kind of hoping that I would get away with just sorry about that. I was hoping I'd get away with just the one tray, but it looks like I won't. And maybe a bit much oil in that, but she'll be right. Okay, now last one. You're a jumbo-sized girl rolling thick. You're lucky, Tiger. You can eat whatever the hell you want and just maintain. Some of us aren't so lucky. Alrighty. So you can see that as the pastry is getting cooler, they're not wrapping quite as nicely. And that I put down to it just getting too pliable. Now, some of that is my skill level. All right, I will freely admit that some of it is because I'm not practiced at this, right? But even with the limited practice I do have, I find that colder pastry is easier to roll like this. Hey, Zig Zig. Oops. And now it's really starting to stick to the paper as well. Well, to the plastic, I should say. This one appears to be for you, Tiger, because this one's got a bit of floof to it.
The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
There was cake. There will be cake. Oops. For if there is not cake, then the pact has been broken. Thank you, Rach, for the shout out for the lovely tiger. All right, now we don't actually have to touch them again, so I'm not worried if the pastry falls out a bit more. What is going to happen though is we are going to use some more of the egg wash and some sesame seeds. Now again, sesame seeds, totally optional, entirely up to you. If you want to use them, use them. If you don't, don't. But basting the top of the pastry, as we're doing here with the egg wash, gives it that golden, that golden color that we all know and love from bakeries. This is how you get it. So, and your egg, this is one egg, right? And we're not even halfway through it yet. So be as liberal with this part as you feel like you want to be. There really is no, I doubt that, I reckon I could probably do 2 or 3 goes at this and it would still, I could like re-glaze halfway through and I'd still have egg left. So once we've got the egg wash on, we'll put the sesame seeds on because I like sesame seeds. I'm glad it's making you hungry. we'll put the so we'll put the sesame seeds on because I like sesame seeds. We'll then put it in the fridge for a little bit just to stiffen it all up, and then while that's happening, we'll put the oven on. We'll start preheating the oven, and then we can have a ginger ale. Alright, so now light sprinkling of sesame seeds. Again, you can be as generous or as not as you see fit with your sesame seeds. I like them, so I'm being generous. Couple of falling off here and there. Wouldn't worry too much about it. They'll get crispified. So we're almost there. Just having a look. I think a couple of them could use a little, bit more. See, that one's just got not enough on it. Stop it. Hey, Beanie. What are you doing, Ziggy? Aww. Ziggy's sniffing at Bean. Bean's just rolled over, and now they're sort of having a pat each other's hand thing. Who knows? What you doing, Beanie? Alright, so we're going to chuck these in the fridge just for a couple of minutes. We're going to throw that in. We're going to start a timer. Bad beans. Why bad beans? What did I miss, Rage? Old woman stuff? Right, that's dead. That's finished with. Oh my god! Did we have anything of consequence on this? I don't think we did. So that can go back. Bugger it! Right, preheating the oven. I knew there was something. What are we doing? 180 C. Rapid heat, 180. Alright, so we'll be throwing that in for 180 minutes. 180 minutes at 180 degrees. It's not going in for 2.5 hours. No, 3 hours. It's not going in for 3 hours. Okay. We do now, however, get to lick the spoon. At this point, I reckon I could have put a little more salt in it. But again, that's from my taste buds. The rest of it though, that is really tasty. Obviously the ricotta and the spinach, big flavors. You can't really taste the parmesan at this point. Slight hint of nutmeg in there. But surprisingly, you also get that little hint of the Gruyere, which I wasn't expecting to happen until after we've cooked it. So, but Gruyere is a very pungent cheese. So it's flavorful cheese, and it's there. You can actually taste it in the mix beforehand. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. But now we are going to clean down the bench again, because for some reason I really am enjoying messing up the bench today. Yep, Nick, you're gone. Gone! Go on, get! Like, you can feel where the pastry was, where the pastry was actually on it, because it's just that bit drier, that bit sticky. No, they're not all in the oven just at the moment. They're all in the fridge. We are going to leave them in there while the oven preheats, because it says to leave them in the fridge to let them cool, to recool, but I'm going to just leave them in there long enough for the oven to heat, and then they will go in the oven for a short amount of time. I think it's actually 20 minutes. 25 minutes. We'll bake it for 25 minutes, and then we'll swap them over for another 5 or so minutes. So the bottom ones go on the top, get a bit of extra, and then we'll pull them out. If I get time, I might try to make these on the weekend. Sweet. Well, the VOD will be up. You know, you can just cook along. Honest. All right, so now that I have a clean tabletop again, I'm going to go get my glass and a dry ginger ale, and I'll be back. And we're back. Yeah, this is having leftovers from the day before. This is generally why I do, like, you remember back when we sort of started this, that started down the road of cooking streams, that I did a really big double batch of lasagna. And yeah, that just chops up, goes in the fridge. I would assume you could do the same with a vegetarian lasagna. Just do a gigantic cook all at once. And then have plenty of frozen for leftovers. Cheers. We're almost there. It's up to about 160 degrees. So yeah, I don't know, work lunches. You've not made veggie lasagna before. Okay, neither have I. So not my thing. I spent a whole day cooking specifically for work food. It's exhausting at the time, but much less fussing later. Just grab a container and go. Yeah. Yep. And again, if it's something that you can, like, what are they called? There's a new type of hangout where one or both people are running around doing chores, but they're hanging out whilst doing it. There's actually a name for it. You know, if you can get a mate over, whatever, have you catch up coffee and all of that while you're doing all that bulk cooking, that works. Errand dates, yeah, it's something like that. It is something like that, Rach. Absolutely. Oh, I have one. Nice. Tiger, I'm much less prepared than that. I usually blend a banana, have some spinach leaves and Greek yogurt, blueberries, and have a smoothie, but it's not filling for long. Most salady things aren't, I find. There have been a couple, like the 4-bean salad. Pretty sure we've done that one on stream. That 4-bean salad, that is really filling. It's really nice, it's really filling, and it's really quick and easy at the end of the day. It's something that you can make, you know, the evening before bed and then just crash out next day, done. Yeah. Food prepping daily can be a hard motivator, absolutely. Which is why usually when I do cook, I usually make large batches. Even though this recipe, this is straight as it came. So the whole idea of you could double this up, and while it's cooking the first batch, make the second batch. That's doable. You're getting better at realizing that I don't have to go to the shop only one time a week. Yeah. That's very much like near daily shopping trips is becoming a thing for me. It's just like, what do I feel like today? I'll grab this, and this, and we're done, and we're gone. And you know, I never used to prep like that. I used to do a week's shopping and all this. However, if I ever get the country property that I want, that is hopefully going to be out in the sticks, then we are going to likely going to have to go back to week in, week out shops and fortnight shops and stuff like that. So, Rach, I can pop out for salads and things in between big shots because I wasn't eating enough fresh produce because I didn't buy it thinking it would go off before next trip. Actually, yeah, that's a really good idea, Rach. Nice. Used to much better at being prepared on the weekends, but now I'm terrible at it. I procrastinate till it's too late and then end up skipping lunch, which is an awful habit. It is. Yes. This is my prep day. Thursdays are my prep day. Not always. But so Monday night I'm out. So I usually grab a snack dinner. Tuesday night is usually down the pub, so pub meal. Wednesday night is I usually do a decent meal on Wednesday night because it's part of the prep cycle for the stream. Thursday is, what's Thursday? Today. So I'm usually eating whatever I've cooked, and then it's also pub night. Both for 2 different sets of sword training, so that's the social afterwards is Tuesday and Thursday. Friday is off. Saturday is Friday. It's getting a bit regular that we have liquid dinners for Fridays. Saturday can be a prep day, and Sunday I'm out all day doing sword fighting and then sword socials afterwards. That one's at a mace house. At least that one's not down the pub. And then we're all the way around to Monday again. So Yeah. It's interesting. And then, you know, there's all the time I stream and stuff like that. It's kind of half of a full-time job a week. If you add in all the time spent editing and prepping and doing all the other research and stuff like that, probably is a full-time job for the amount I stream. So there you go. I'm doing a full-time fun. All right. So yeah, once I get out more into the country and get away from the rat race of having a oh, that's ready, having a shop literally 5 minutes walk from my house, that's when things are probably going to change. All right, there we go. Not much has changed. They've been in the fridge. They're a bit cooler on the outside. All right, let's chuck these bad boys in. Whoop, what the devil? All right, in. We will. I'm being inspired to take more action. Yay! I used to be great when I was bodybuilding. I had a set calorie measured diet. I would cook every Sunday and have every meal prepped, measured, and I was good. Now I don't have a goal to get to. I'm all out of whack and feel a little lost. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that, Target. I had similar when I got out of the military. It all just went, well, I've got no routine. I got nothing to do. I'm just whatevs. And it really took me a while to get to the point of, right, I need to fix my own routine. I need to get back into doing things and having things at scheduled times and moments and stuff. And some of the stuff I do is, what do you call it? Is random. You know, it's like, hey, let's go do a thing. Okay, go do a thing. But a fair amount of my life I've restructured. And to be honest, streaming helped a little bit with that. It's given me a little bit more structure. Don't know if I needed that little bit more, but it's nice to have it, if that makes sense. It wasn't quite a need, but it was a nice little want to have fulfilled. It was funny, after finishing bodybuilding, I felt like I got almost a depression. It was not having a set routine and instructions. I need structure and routine for your mental health. Yeah, me too. But part of that, Tiger, was part of that the endorphins. Like, because when we do workouts, when humans do workouts, it releases endorphins. So, you know, if you were going as hard as I think you were with your bodybuilding and such, then there would have been a lot of endorphins that you would have gotten used to from going to the gym and doing your weights and all of that. So was that part of it? Was that part of the depressed feeling because you just weren't getting that hit of endorphins? Sorry, that didn't sound like a question. Because you weren't getting that hit of endorphins? There you go. I did that little up catch at the end that makes it sound like a question. Haha. Reduced training from twice a day to once to now I do 3 days a week when I can. But yeah, I imagine endorphins would have been involved. Yeah, fair enough. I figured you'd have more of an idea of that than I would. Oh crap, I didn't set a timer. timer. Alright, let's say that's been in there for 5 minutes. I reckon it's been in there for 5 minutes. Rage! Rage, check the VOD. I understand the aspect of needing to know what to expect too, though. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so. Ta-da. All right, so we've got about 20 minutes that stays in the oven. I'm guessing we had it on for 5 minutes, but then after that we'll swap them over, put them in for another couple of minutes. We'll have a look at them then. You never know. It might just be that we get them out at that point. Because Ulrich forgot to set a bloody timer. Who knows? Rach, I'm completely thrown without a schedule, and the weight of the unexpected ramps up your anxiety. Okay, yeah, right. How you doing, Kiki? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. My schedule getting thrown out doesn't give me anxiety. It can get me lost though. Like, if for example, Monday's physio appointment was cancelled, and because my physio was crook, and 6 minutes ago, thanks Rach, you're awesome. And it got to about 2:45, and my brain said, "Oh my God, we're late!" And I've looked at the phone, and I've gone, "Oh my God, I'm late!" And then I've looked at the phone again, I've gone, "Hang on a minute." Check my messages, and I was like, "Oh no, it's cancelled today." So I get that. I don't think that counts as anxiety. Not for me anyway. But it is that I get that, and then when I didn't do it, and I woke up Tuesday, it was sort of like, I didn't do physio yesterday. Must be Monday because I've got to go to physio. I was like, no, it's Tuesday. I'm doing a stream today. So it'll throw me. The unexpected will throw me a little bit sometimes. But then to the times when I'm not doing things anyway, if what I'm doing changes, it's not that big a deal. So I don't know if I did the coffee drink, so I'm going to do it again. Well, that's not bad. 6 minutes ago. No, but like if someone drops in or requests me to go out and I'm not prepared, well, what if I don't have what I need? What if I forget to do something I was supposed to? Yeah, that one. What if I'm late and they're angry with me? Sav. What if my house is too messy? Fair. What if the unexpected event overlaps and pre-planned one? Who am I letting down? Who's getting mad? Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's absolutely fair, Rach. All the thoughts at once, all the time. Yeah, well, we'll just, turn the screw to off. Kiki, I just sat down for the first time today. Yay, welcome to sitting down. It is exhausting, Rach, absolutely. Wait, Kiki, you have a headache and or migraine, and you've just sat down for the first time? Is this at work or what? Right, now I've had 3 coffee drakes, so I'm good. I know I've done it. I've done at least one. That'll count, right? Yeah, it worked. Right eye hurts. I found, after a while, I found that fluoro lights, You know, the long tube hang on. The long tube fluoride lights. They gave me headaches. They gave me really bad headaches. So in the office, I took to wearing sunglasses in the office. And then when I went out of the office, the sun would be out, and oh my God, and I literally could not live without my sunnies for a while. So what I ended up doing, because to take my sunnies off outside was blinding. So obviously I had to do something about that. And what I ended up doing was I ended up just getting a large desk lamp, really large one that wasn't fluoro, that just lit up my desk, and then I turned all the fluoros in the office off, take my sunnies off, and I was able to work. And slowly but surely, like, I'd go outside for 10 minutes without my sunnies and then put them on. And then, 15 minutes without and put them on. So on and so forth. And eventually I got used to being able to see in the light again. But yeah, it was the fluoro lights that did it to me. Maybe the flicker rate, maybe something like that, I don't know. But I'm wondering, do you have the fluoros in the hospital, Kiki? Could that be what's maybe setting you off? Or do you actually know what's setting you off and I'm just spitballing silly things? I get migraines from my eye health as astigmatism. Yeah, fair enough. But like, I guess the question is, if you're outside all day, will it still happen? If you're in natural light, if you're in a darkened room all day, will it still happen? I guess that's what I'm asking. Well, that's what I'm asking now. Oh, you can already start to smell that. Nice. If you're at home outside, it doesn't happen. Okay. So yeah, maybe it's the lighting in the hospital that's doing it to you. Ooh. Oh, that's starting to get a bit puffy. Nice. It only happens at work? That kind of says to me that it might be the work lighting. Oh, you reckon it's psychosomatic and you just want to go home to your doggies? How many monies have I got? Oh, I only got $500,000. $500,000 polka dollars. The smell and sounds also. A hospital is one big trigger, not just the lights. Yeah, well, there's that, Rach. The smells and sounds also. Yeah. Oh, and the people you have to deal with, and the random trauma that goes wheeling past you every other hour, every other 10 minutes. All right, Tiger, how about I give you some of my poker money and a sausage roll? How's that sound? No, but it is legitimately the hum of equipment, the solvents and cleaners. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The lighting, the recycled air. Yeah, I absolutely agree, Rach. Yes. Now Kiki wants food. Aw. All the things at Tiger so she loves me. Her love can be bought. Buy it. Well, if you ever come to South Australia, Tiger, you're going to have to put in a list of recipes that you want to try. Aw, thanks. You love me anyway. The sausage roll won't hurt. Yay! All right, well, we've got about 10 minutes. This stream's been going much longer than I thought it would, but there you go. I thought we'd be just like smack it all out and be done with it. But I'm happy with that. So anyway, we've got 10 minutes left. Oh, thanks, Kiki. Yes, right, that's cooking. Don't smack the sausage rolls. Because it's a long way to the shop if you want a sausage roll. Smack it. Bad sausage roll. Bad. I loved AC/DC as a kid. Still do. Every now and then, that's rude to food. Cause you're being rude to the food. Every now and then, I still like just jump on the computer and just ramp up some Akadaka and just sing along and headbang away and just get into it because it's fun. Hurry up, time go faster. Yeah. Well, they're looking pretty good. Whoa, they have expanded. I'm really glad that we decided not to crunch them, really push them together. You were singing Michael Bubble to work this AM. Michael Bublé, I know. Yeah, he's a crooner. I can, if I had the lyrics to his songs, I could probably do a decent sing-along to his sort of music, to his sort of singing. Harry Connick Jr. is another one. I'm not saying I can sing like them. I'm saying that that is the comfortable vocal range in which I can sing. Oh God, here we go. I've got to actually know the tune too, Kiki. You know that, right? And I just whispered your name. I do like the clip of Michael Bublé where something, I don't know what happened, but he ends up sitting on the edge of the stage, and this mum's trying to convince him to get her son up to sing, and it happens, right? And he's like, oh my God, he can sing! So he starts the whole thing again, and he's like, kicks it off and hands the mic, and he's just like, yeah, having so much fun. I love it when those random things happen. So, Courtney Cox, Courtney Cox's break was, she got randomly pulled up on stage at a Bruce Springsteen concert. And someone saw her and said, hey, she'll do. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by. Don't know where it goes from there. You know how I feel. There you go. You remember that video with her in it? Yeah, me too. Me too, Tiger. I don't know if that was her actual break, but that's what it's said to be. We'll be dancing in the dark. No, that's not it. Dancing in the dark. Nope. So we'll be dancing in the dark. Nope. That's not. Yeah, it's Bruce Springsteen. I'm just trying to remember how it goes. Because we didn't start the fire. I can usually sing along to the vast majority of that song if it's playing. And now Billy Joel. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Hang on. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Yeah, something like that. God damn, I just cannot get the dancing in the dark. Anyway, Kiki, I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. And I come home in the morning, got a bad feeling the same way where I ain't nothing but a tired man, just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, could I use it? I'm not sure with that one. Yeah, we didn't start the fire as Billy Joel. Absolutely. Hemingway, Eichmann, stranger in a strange land, built in Berlin, Bay and Peace in Asia. Lawrence of Arabia, British Beatlemania, Old Miss John Glenn, Bristol Breeze, Palestine. Something. That's why I said most of it. I really should warm up my vocal cords again. I used to be able to sing quite well. You know, you can't start a fire without a spark. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. There you go. Got it that time. Yay! Rach, is what I think you're looking for, but we went Billy Joel instead. Yeah, I skipped over the Bruce Springsteen bit because I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the dancing in the dark. I couldn't get that bit. They are very similar. So see, so this is actually one of the reasons why I should be warming up my vocals again. Is the college, basically the university group of the medieval group that I belong to, has a songbook, and some of it's campfire songs that's just random, some of it is actual medieval songs, and I always find that it's easier to learn to sing along when you can hear it, when you can hear the music and the tone and all of that. And a lot of the college songbook has the words and the music, and if you can read the music, that's fine because you can hear the da 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 as you sing, because you can read music. If you can't read music like me, you see dot 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 dot. And that doesn't help. So the idea that I'm having is to record a songbook, record some of the songs with actual music and get a good sound quality to it. And yeah, so that's why we're kind of warming up the vocal cords. I used to be able to read music, but I can't play anything unless I've heard it first. Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, that's one of the plans on the horizon. So many horizons. Which horizon am I going to? Which one? Which one? Can't start a fire. We didn't start the can't start a fire. Alright. That is getting towards time when the alarm is going to go off. We need the hot things are hot device. Hot things are hot device. One of these has gone missing. Nobody knows where it is. It's gone poof. It's very annoying. Tiger doesn't have it. Back of the third drawer. Alright, that's the food alarm. So we're gonna check the food, and then we're gonna check the back of the third drawer. Oh, look at that! Woof! I can't see anything. I'm too fogged up. Look at that. Oh. Alright. Right, we're gonna swap these over. And leave them in for another couple of minutes. I think we're just going to go for another 5 minutes. I may regret this. We will see. But we're gonna have a good old. We're gonna have to keep check on that. Oh, I have that execute. Yay! Right, well, in the meantime, must be time for another dry ginger ale. Mwahaha. Dry ginger ale. Breakfast of champions. Nah, I had toast for breakfast. Tell you what though, there was a it's gone now, but there was a box of Nutri-Grain in the cupboard. And I'm like, I was looking at it every now and then, and I go, I miss cereal. I miss breakfast cereal. So I may have to get myself some when I go shopping this afternoon. Because I mean, like Wheat Bix, I used to eat them like nobody's business when I was a kid. Nutri-Grain, half of the fun of Nutri-Grain was getting a big bowl of it, pouring the milk in, eating all the Nutri-Grain, having a ton of milk left and pouring more Nutri-Grain into it. That was kind of fun. I don't know if it's like my body's starting to want a bit more substantial breakfast than a cup of coffee and a piece of toast, or whether it's just nostalgia driving me towards wanting more breakfast cereal. Ah. It's all right. It's all right. Ta-da! All right. There we have the fancy fork today. Look, it is the fancy fork. And they're backwards. Now let's put them on the correct side, shall we? You wouldn't think I'd be trained in silver service. Don't even know which side of the knife and a fork gone. That was a very long time ago. God, I haven't done that since I was probably 20, 22, somewhere in there. So nearly 30 years ago since I did anything silver service. Which technically is more than half of my life, so... It was half of my life ago, because I'm old. Alright, I reckon that's good. I'm good. I'm not going to leave it in any longer. I'm having flashbacks to last week. Where we left it in a bit too long and I regretted it. Alright, so that's looking good. Let's go. Can you see them? Yes, you can see them. Excellent. Let's go for this one on the end. I might, instead of taking a, I might take, actually, I'll take a photo of the individual one. Then I might take a photo of the whole tray as well. No, that's your clock, not your camera, you dilbert. No, that makes your camera go away, you dork. Excellent. Finding all these photos again when I finally start the cookbook. Alright, so fairly solid. Can be used as finger food. Hot. Tiger, I'm catching up, don't worry. Yay! What the hell was I doing last week? I don't know, Rach. Tiger, work has aged me 5 years this week alone. Why? They do look nummy, Rach. So there you go. Boink. This one's cracked a little bit on the top, but I'm not concerned about that. Oh wow. Yeah, that has really changed. The flavor in this has really changed from the original mix. The spinach is a lot mellower in it. The nutmeg has really come out. Not in the initial bite. In the initial bite, that really smooth, creamy ricotta is right in the forefront. And then with just a little bit of spinach in it. Hot! And then as the ricotta and the spinach start going away and it starts to get a little bit overpowered by the Gruyere, which is a nice little flavor. And then right at the end, it just leaves you with this little bit of nutmeg on your tongue. So I actually think that I got, and you can't taste the nutmeg until right at the end. So I think I got just the right amount of nutmeg. No, Tiger. I just did the regular amount of salt and pepper. I mean, you could put pepper on it now, and it's not going to hurt it. Huff, 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 huff. Huff nitrous. So yeah, these could be like a meal, or if you cut them into like party sausage roll size, they could be really good party snacks. It's really interesting because like right on the edges of your tongue, and you kind of got to look for it, but right on the edge of your tongue is the garlic flavor. It's ever so slightly there, but it's just mixing with the Gruyere. Now, the filling as it is, it's freaking hot. But it's juicy without being fluid, without being full of fluid. Like, yeah, you bite into some stuff and you get a lot of fluid out of it. This is, you bite into it and you can feel it's the juiciness is more of a texture than actually getting juices out of it. Mm. Mm. So, oh, Gruyere kind of is fancy. It is a fancy cheese. It is not cheap. But I already had some of that from a recipe that I bought a while back and then forgot to use it. Ulrich makes a good burrito and is impressed. Colorized 2023. Ah. 23/03/2023. 23rd of February 2023. Wow, there you go. Tasty. All right, so this is a winner. How hot is that? Hot things are hot. Hot things are still hot. March. Oh yeah, 23rd of March. Right, so you can see, I've got a fan forced oven, so it's reasonably, but you can see the ones on the outside are quite a bit more golden than the ones in the middle. But which is interesting. Whereas the other lot, you can see there, the other lot they're pretty much all equally golden. But they have moved. Now I don't know why. I don't know why that the pastry has cracked on top. So I don't know. So yeah, there we go. They are really tasty though. I am definitely going to be having another one of those. So while we're doing that, we're going to, because we are basically at the end. We're at the end of the day. End of the day. Fine, it was in March. Because I wasn't here in February of this year. I was off helping build an airship. Oops. I got a whole nother one there. I got like another, what, for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've got another 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. I've got another 17 there, and I'm still licking the plate clean. It's all aesthetics too. They look delicious and will get all cracked up in your belly anyways. Oh, absolutely, Tiger. Absolutely. It's more, I'm commenting it more on, I don't know why that happened. If I know why a thing happened, then I can go, either I'm going to do this thing to make it happen, or I'm not going to do this thing to avoid it. Biscuits. Rach, you are awesome. You are the bestest moderator. So, we said we'd be doing this. Now I need to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Speaking of an aged biscuit, we have last week's shortbread. We have some of it left. We have half of it left. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have some shortbread. I should have had a clip. I should have made a clip to have me describing the shortbread last week. But I forgot about that completely and utterly. So now we're going to see if we have a pincurchin. Which we do not. Okay, so what? Oh, it's an Ultra ball. All right, let's try that ball. So, we're now going to have some of the shortbread from last week that has had time to mature. The shortbread has matured. You see it, don't you know? Yes, yum, 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 yum. You're not mature, Tiger. You're finally aged. Ooh, okay. So, it appears. Yay! Got the pincurchin. It appears. So when this came out hot, it was really nice. And then a couple of days later, I had one, and honestly, it was a bit bland. I was thinking, ugh, have I messed this up? Like it was still okay, but compared to what it tasted like when it was hot, it wasn't as good. But this, on the other hand, this is literally a week old. So it's been in the cupboard for a week, been sealed in an airtight container. Like I can, from that last bite, it's still in my entire mouth, like on my entire palate. I can still taste the entire thing. And it really explodes with flavor in that first bite, a lot more than it did when it was hot or a couple of days later. So it appears. Now I would have thought that because of the amount of butter in this, that this would have gone off by now. It's not been in the fridge, it's just been in the cupboard. But yeah, it's fine. It's tasty. It's more tasty than it was when we first made it. So there you go. If you make it, leave it for a week in your cupboard, then have a go. That said, thank you for the love, Tiger. Straight back at you. Straight back at you. So now this is going to be a free-for-all. So I don't expect the shortbread to make it to tomorrow. The temptation to clip minutes of Ulrich chewing a biscuit was large. That's fine. Clip away. Clip away. Absolutely. Hmm. So. Do I try and keep one piece until next week? Where have you been all my life? Uh-oh. I've got to hydrate. I don't want to hydrate. I want to leave the shortbread flavor in my mouth. Although, next time I do this, putting it in a larger rectangular bowl and then cutting it into fingers might be a thing. Whose jaw muscles working? So just swig down the water real quick and then just shove the biscuit in your mouth. So this has got electrolytes because it's got what plants crave. Whew. All right, so there we go. So I think we're going to call it there. We made 2 hours. Yay! So when are you on next, Tiger? When's your next stream? So, there we go. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, that was a stream. All the food, all the noms, all the food, all the noms. Tomorrow evening. Yay! Okay. Oh my god, no, Tiger, don't play Hunt. Don't get addicted to Hunt. Nice. Well, I hope you have fun. Alright, tomorrow evening, I'll keep it in. I'm sure I'll drive him mad. Yeah. Alright, I'll keep an eye out tomorrow evening. Everyone else, keep an eye out tomorrow evening for Tiger's stream as well. So, we're going to call that a stream. We, tomorrow, what are we on tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday. Ah, we'll be playing Valheim with Wardham. We are faffing around a bit, trying to, you know, find other things, and we're generically avoiding going into the Mistlands. We'll get to that in just a moment, Tiger. Then we go all the way around to Tuesday, which we'll be doing some No Man's Sky, and then on Wednesday we'll be doing some Assassin's Creed. I've been trying my ass off to get a time outside of the normal streaming times where I can actually do some Assassin's Creed, and it's just not working. I'm not finding the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate Minecraft AC on Wednesday evenings until we're finished with AC, and then we'll decide what else we do. We might go back to full-time Minecraft. We might go back to the beginning of Assassin's Creed. We could do all sorts of things. So we will be doing, for now, at least until the end of Assassin's Creed Mirage, we'll be doing back and forth between Assassin's Creed and Minecraft. Coming Wednesday will be Assassin's Creed. So then we've got all the way around, and we come back to Thursday, and we'll be doing Thursdays. Yay! So that's what's coming up. You're glad it's in the evening. I'm not able to watch daytime Wednesday streams as I'm in the office. Yeah, I needed more daytime, so Wednesday became a night stream. And it's the only evening that I get. Well, I could probably do a Saturday evening stream some Saturdays. Anyway, so that's what's coming up in the next week. Now, we have Nightmare is playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I don't know where he's up to in that. Even if he's up to that. Oh, he's only been going for an hour. So I think what we'll do is we'll raid Nightmare. He's currently playing ads. I don't know why. Oh, there are weird flying people in this ad. I don't know what they're doing. What the hell is this an ad for? There are giant wolves. That's a win. Go the giant wolf. So, oh my god, just tell me what this thing is. Oh, it's a PlayStation 5 ad. Wow. Okay, sure. Being weird and flying. Uh-oh, what have I missed in chat? Oh my god. Taco hugs! Thank you for the yummy cooking stream. Lovely to chat with you all. Always great to have you here, Tiger. Absolutely. And we love Tiger too. Yes. Right, so we're going to raid Nightmare. Let's see. How do I raid again? I do /raid. And then we don't do a hashtag or anything. We just do... Do we do an @ I don't think we do. KNITEMARE. Hey! Alright, we're going to be raiding Nightmare. He is doing mature audience streams, so we're going to go say hi to him. Thank you everyone for joining us. Hopefully we will see you tomorrow. If we don't, we will see you when you see you. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Don't forget to check the description for any links I may have left there. If you like the video, please press like or subscribe to my channel. Next video in the series is up here. Until then, stay safe, have fun.